A few weeks ago, a friend of mine saw a massive uptick in the amount of players in a fairly old but pretty popular game. Most of you would have heard about it, Team Fortress 2. To many of you, you may be wondering why I brought this up, or even why I decided to make a video about it. So let's dive into the past a bit. From what I could find, the earliest achievement I had on this game was from the 17th of November 2011. I would play this game for hours after school, whether it be on the admittedly pretty terrible PC we had at the time, or on the orange box we got later in 2012. I wasn't expecting this, but I actually found the receipt from when we bought it back in 2012, so... This game really changed my perspective on what I thought video games could do. And while yes, admittedly it's a pretty primitive game now, it opened my eyes to the aspects of community servers, meeting people online, and even character customization, something that I would absolutely fall in love with later on, like in Halo Reach. A lot of these game modes were also mind-blowing to me as a kid. Escorting payload, Saxton Hale, and the way the game would update with the seasons. So what happened to it all? I think it was 2018, after I was done playing Gary's mod for the day, that I decided to boot up Team Fortress 2 again. I clicked on a match and I waited. And waited some more for a game, swapping back and forth between game modes trying to find a match, and I just couldn't. At the time, I thought that maybe the game was down or something was going on, so I tried again the next day, and the next, until I finally gave up. At the time, there were only maybe a few hundred people playing this game in Australia. I truly thought this game was dead. Today, as I'm writing this script, Team Fortress 2 has had just as many players log on this month as they did within the first few months of its release. It takes maybe a minute or two to find a casual game, and the gameplay and animations are smoother than ever. There are currently 4 times the amount of players globally compared to when I logged on last. And while the community servers might be a little bit quiet, the main game is absolutely booming. The UI is incredibly user-friendly, and even with the few bugs that exist, the game is so fun that a majority of the time, I couldn't even bring myself to care about them that much. The only thing I could say is, Valve, maybe work on the melee a bit, please? It's probably not gonna happen, but I can hope. The music is as nostalgic as it is fantastic, and it is still so evident as to why this game, its music, and the characters are still used in memes and media today. And with the new mission system to get items, I've been playing this more than ever. Now don't get me wrong, this game has its issues. Sometimes the game feels really unfair, the hit detection is so precise that it feels like you miss shots that you should have hit. People will usually vote for the same maps repeatedly, but the positives outweigh the negatives far more than I was expecting. Since realizing that this game was active again, my friends and I have been playing nearly every single day and having a great time, even if some of the matches are a bit frustrating. I think it's safe to say that Team Fortress 2 is back, in a big way, and while I'm not sure how long it'll stay like this, I truly hope that it's for a while. Team Fortress 2 has somehow managed to breathe new life into my love for first-person shooters, something I thought was literally impossible with the current state of the market. Between Overwatch, Call of Duty, and the lack of life in so many of these games. Depending on what you want out of shooters, this might not be what you're looking for. But if you've never played TF2 before, I can highly recommend that you get a few friends together and search for a casual game. So, I know it's been a little short, but thank you so much for watching. Keep an eye out for more of these in the future, and I'll catch you in the next one.